This cosmic monster is actually staying alive by using its own killer as a heart. Just think about a star that's about 800,000 times bigger than our sun and shines brighter than an entire galaxy. It's a parasite pretending to be a star, eating itself from the inside out. And it was the main reason black holes even formed at the very beginning of the universe. Scientists call it a quasi-star or a black hole star, and it basically ignores every rule of modern physics to maintain this weird cosmic existence. But why did these monsters suddenly show up right after the Big Bang, and where have they been hiding for the last 13 billion years? And why is it that after reaching such a massive size, we couldn't find a single trace of them in any later stage of the universe? When the James Webb Telescope spotted these little red dots in the deepest dark of space, our usual understanding of space science fell apart like a house of cards, and a new truth came out. You might think this is just another space story, but it's actually the core secret behind your own existence and how this massive galaxy was even built. If these impossible stars didn't exist, the universe probably wouldn't have had enough time to give birth to this huge galaxy or our Milky Way. While trying to solve this weird puzzle in June 2026, researcher Vasily Kokorev looked at the data from James Webb and found an unbelievable truth. He and his team analyzed ultraviolet light from 13 billion years ago and found something that challenges a lot of ideas in modern cosmology. This isn't a normal star. It's actually a massive cheat code for the universe that gave supermassive black holes the incredible speed they needed to gain their mass. The secret answer to how the giant black hole at the center of our galaxy got so big so fast is hidden right inside this parasite heart. Are you the kind of person who looks up at the roof in the middle of the night and thinks about how scary or uncertain the infinite vastness and darkness of the universe can really be? We all know black holes swallow and destroy everything, but have you ever wondered if a black hole could be born inside a star and actually save it instead? Now the question is, how does a monster star carefully nurture and stay alive with its own ultimate killer inside it? When a regular star runs out of fuel and dies, it turns into a black hole, and its existence is gone forever. But these ancient stars survived even after their own death through a weird process, because their starting mass and density were unbelievable compared to normal stars. These stars, with 10 million times the mass of the sun, are like cosmic prisons that were born inside dark matter halos at the very start of the universe. The black hole is slowly eating the star from the inside, but the star is so huge that the black hole can't totally swallow it up. The massive amount of radiation energy coming from this fight is showing up as bright red dots to the James Webb Telescope, even from the farthest edges of the universe. So if you think this star is just burning hydrogen, no, it's actually fighting a constant battle against its own internal destruction and the aggression of the black hole. It's just like the Friday crowd at Newmarket, where everyone is piling on top of each other, but nobody can move anywhere because of the intense pressure. Under this massive cosmic pressure, the black hole starts swallowing gas 1,000 times faster than usual and keeps growing its mass at super Eddington rates. But here's the real mystery. Why is the James Webb Telescope only seeing these incredibly powerful celestial objects as blurry red hazes? Scientists call it the iron forest, because these stars have layers of iron in their spectrum that would be impossible for any normal star. Spectrum analysis showed 16 different layers of iron, and only a black hole could provide the massive energy needed to create them. This means what we're looking at isn't just an ancient star, but a super powerful cosmic engine covered on all sides by a thick blanket of gas. This blanket is so thick that no high-energy X-rays can get out, which really puzzled scientists at first. In physics terms, it's called Thomson scattering, where light hits incredibly dense layers of electrons, keeps changing direction, and loses its original power. That's exactly why James Webb can't see their centers directly and just sees them as some blurry and mysterious red dots. But if these stars were lost at the very beginning of the universe, why are we so worried about their impact today, 13 billion years later? Researcher Mitchell Begelman claims that these stars actually served as the main seeds or foundations for every huge galaxy in our universe today. When the black hole finally finishes eating its host star, or the star eventually explodes, that black hole isn't alone or small anymore. Instead, it heads out into space as a wandering monster with the mass of several 100,000 suns and starts pulling in other nearby black holes. These seed black holes eventually spent thousands of years merging together to create the giant supermassive black holes that hold galaxies together today. Those big gravitational holes we see at the center of our cosmic map are actually the skeletons left behind by those ancient quasi-stars or parasites. It's wild to think that the star wreckage we're talking about now cleared the way for building galaxies and our own existence 13 billion years ago. I honestly don't know what happened to those leftover blankets of gas at the end of the whole process. But the mystery doesn't end there, and what scientists are saying now will keep you up at night.
These huge skeletons might still be floating around in some deep darkness, way past the very edge of what our current tech can see. Right when we think we've figured out the universe, a tool like James Webb brings something forward that proves we're still just walking around in the dark. This new discovery in astrophysics proves that the universe maintains its balance in ways that are much weirder, more violent, and more mysterious than we thought. Modern cosmology was calling our scientific limits broken, but these quasi-stars seem to have glued those broken pieces of theory back together. This unbelievable discovery teaches us that even inside the universe's biggest destruction, the ultimate seed of creation can be hidden very carefully. The black hole you see today as just a symbol of total destruction was actually the biggest builder of our lives at the start of the universe. These mysterious red dots keep reminding us that the deep darkness of the universe might actually be the real and original source of ultimate light. Now I want to ask you, if you knew that a parasite heart from the beginning of the universe was responsible for your own existence and the survival of this Earth, would the way you see the world change? Or do you think these cruel and weird rules of the universe are just a coincidence that tiny life forms like us don't need to worry about? Definitely share your thoughts in the comment box below, because a small argument of yours about these impossible stars might be the answer to science's next big question.